This here, I wanted to talk about, it's going to be like a workplace edition. And after I looked something up on it, the topic, it's like an extreme behavior type deal, like in the workplace, and dealing with that is not normal. You know how people say, well, do this and do that, and it takes more than just explaining one thing to do or two things to do. You can do this or you can do that. It's a complex matter of things to do when you get somebody that you come across with that really, really extreme, difficult behavior. And some people are totally aware of that behavior, and they can don't have to be a doctor, medical or mental, to be able to diagnose that particular behavior as soon as they see it and witness it, because of their personal experience, whether it comes with family members, friends, interactions they've had with intimate partners, neighbors, or whatever. If they've had that type of difficult behaviors in their life and they lived with that, and played in the lion's den per se, or have been through the fire and had to fight to get out, they will recognize that type of aggressive, extremist behavior immediately. And depending on what the person have learned from it, what the person wanted to take away from dealing with that type of behavior and going on with life, dealing with other people, it's on the individual. But when I type something in, I'm going to talk about that a little bit. But when I type something in, after encountering, I was like, oh, I got a live one here. And after encountering that, I typed something in, and this is basically, I'm gonna read this before I start driving. But it says, in essence, people behavior that is this way because it often serves a purpose for them. And this helps you understand the situation a little bit more, especially when you're confused or you're like, oh my goodness, I'm just not going to let them get to me. I don't understand it, or whatever. But they act this way because it often serves a purpose for them, whether it's for them to feel powerful, whether it's for them to gain control, to mask that insecurity that they're feeling within themselves, or simply because they haven't learned a more effective way, various different ways to communicate and manage their emotions. So addressing such behaviors often require a multifaceted approach that considers these underlying factors. And this is so very true when you're dealing with so many people from so many different backgrounds, with so many different personalities, so many different behaviors. Yes, it's a challenge, but once you know it, you identify it, and you learn different mechanisms to not be scared of, because you've been in the fire before, you've been in the lion's den, you've been through all these things. So when you deal with them and you come across different people with different behaviors and personalities, it's pretty much, it's not that it's nothing to you to handle it, but you handle it and learn to handle it with great skill. And so when you go through things like this, from my experience, it's not nice. But the more you go through, you learn to not get offended by it or take it personal. The more you learn about yourself, and then also how to deal with others according to how you know yourself to deal with others and to get things done in the workplace. So here's a situation. You're at work and someone calls you and say they call you for a problem. It wasn't on your shift. It's on somebody else's shift, somebody else's lap, somebody else's watch it happened on. But you get the brunt of the anger, the disrespect, because they don't know how to talk to people, and the frustration. And a lot of times, especially in a large hospital workplace environment, there's going to be frustration because you're dealing with people's lives that you're taking care of. It can be a matter of life and death, depending on what you're dealing with. It can be things that can be reported, so it can be prevented in the future to pay attention more to what we're doing, because you're dealing with human lives, whether they live, they die, they get hurt, and whether it's in your hands or it's indirectly coming to you. Okay, so let me add this part. You work in a workplace environment, and everyone has a title. So when you call someone on the phone, and you could tell from their voice, the type tone that they have when they talk to you. And then it makes it even worse when they say, I am, whatever their title is. I am the garbage truck owner, and I am calling because of rah, rah, rah. And so as you begin, and it's like everybody in the workplace has a title. What does your title have to do with the situation that you're calling me about? With the anger that you're calling me about, the situation that you're calling me about, trying to get an answer, trying to find, you don't even want a solution. or let's just say you probably do want a solution. But what is your title? Is your title supposed to scare me? Is your title supposed to put fear in me when you make this phone call? And so then being on the other end of that, rageful, disrespectful, nasty wording of a phone call, not like, if I didn't know myself, or or knowing myself, how do I respond? What is my personality? How am I going to respond to this type of person? Do I get offended because they call me mentioning their title? Do I get fearful to say, oh my God, I'm talking to the bubblegum machine owner, and I need to talk to them a certain way because they are the ones that's going to give all the bubble gums or something like that. I don't know. I don't see where it makes a point in a situation like this to call and find out what's going on when you need information by saying, this is my title, like, listen to me, respect me, and give me some answer now, So now you need me to lie to you or stroke your ego and yes, sir, yes, ma'am, at your service, at your need, So I'm saying, I could be wrong, with your title that you made sure I know your title before you even come out with the situation or the problem that needs to be solved. With your title, your big title, what are you doing for the organization besides running around with the title, displaying the title, yelling about your title? What are you really doing for the organization without understanding everyone plays a part in the organization, without understanding sometimes you have to come from out of tunnel vision? Like, what else could be going on? And you don't care because it's tunnel vision. Tunnel vision. Your way or the highway. There's no need to understand the process of what else is going on. There's no need to understand there's a possibility of gathering multiple individuals together to come together, make the complaint, so that a real solution, and in addition to the policy and procedure, and hold accountable for those that need to be held accountable. What else is going on? What are you doing besides my title and what I say go? And what they do is, as soon as you open your mouth to say something, oh no, without listening to the whole thing, without listening to multiple departments, parties involved, there could be a bigger issue. Oh no, they're going to attack. As soon as you open your mouth, you can't finish anything you say. If you say A, B, C, D, what did you say C for? You shouldn't have said C. And the reason you said C, and I don't understand. They don't say I don't understand, but no, you should not say C. And in the future going forward, do not say C, don't do C, don't, and you quiet, you don't say nothing, right? And then they come back and say, are you listening to me? Did you hang up on me? And you say, no, I'm here. Am I allowed to talk now? What I'm trying to explain is A, B, C. But why C? C, and they go and give a long spill on C. I'm not going to go any further. I'm going to just leave it right there for now.